When they need a nice message or want to do a tribute to them or something, then I'll put something on my chest protector. Just let them know I'm thinking about them.
All right, Cal, elephant in the room, we're going to save this until last, but kudos on what you did here. I know people were very excited about this right here, but I do want to get into, before we get into what the team has been doing of late and what you have in front of you over the next couple of days, Williamsport for you. Did you have any idea it was going to be the scene that it was when you walked in?
No, I didn't really know what to expect. It was a lot of people, a lot of fans, like kids. It was a really cool experience.
What was it like to get off the bus and just be mobbed by little kids?
Oh, it was great. It was a fun experience. I'm sure it was great for them. They got to enjoy it. We got to enjoy it. It was a cool event put on for sure.
What was the best part of the early part of the day when you were at the Little League facility?
Kind of just getting to take it all in. I've never really been there. Didn't know what to expect. You've seen it on TV, obviously, but looking at how big that complex was, how many people were there, what a great setup they have. It's really cool, and then getting to interact with all the kids was a cool little thing, and getting to talk to them, and it was a lot of fun.
What was the most impactful, be it funny or be it moving or just be it, wow, this is really cool interaction that you had?
It was kind of cool just, seeing the, kids from other countries and them knowing my name and knowing, who I was, and them obviously, because they watch and they know, and yelling home run derby champ or home run king or something like that. So it was kind of cool that they knew who I was, and that the game is not just here in the States, but over in other countries as well.
That's got to be eye-opening. It's one thing to enter and win the Derby, and it's another thing now internationally. Kids are probably taking your swing and saying they're the home run derby champ in other countries.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really cool. Obviously, like I said, the kids from the U.S., but for them to know is a really cool kind of thing you can kind of put into perspective.
I hadn't planned on asking you about this, but I remember at the All-Star break you did declare, yes, I'm going to play for Team USA in the WBC. How important do you believe growing this game internationally is, and what do you think of when you think of baseball in different parts of the world?
Baseball is, I think it's the best sport in the world, and I think it's a language that everybody can speak. Just getting out there and playing and enjoying it, and obviously it's important for us as players to leave the game better than we left it, and to grow it, and to help give more opportunities to kids who maybe don't have as many chances, especially overseas. And so it's important for us to try to grow this game, get as most impactful as we can. Would
you like to take a tour sometimes overseas and see it?
Yeah, I would love to. I never got to go to the DR. I know some people do. Coming up to the minors, they make trips or whatever, or have camps there. So I never got to do that. I'd definitely like to do that at some point. Wherever, honestly, would be a lot of fun.
Well, that is great to hear. So you had the game there, and what was the experience like on the field? How aware were you that, okay, this is really a different landscape right here?
It was like I said, I didn't know what to expect. There was just so many people there. It was really eye-opening. Like I said, the whole grass berm was filled. Kids going down on the grass hill there, doing the sleds or whatever on the cardboard. So, and then obviously two games going on at once, both fields packed. Just how big it is to that community as well. It's pretty crazy. A small place like Williamsport,
right? That
many people, and what a cool event they put on at the end of summer. Kind of capping off the baseball season for the younger kids.
Yeah, it was fantastic. A great experience, I think, for us all. and eye-opening, and just kind of stepping away from our game and these big palaces and taking a look at it through different eyes. I thought it was great for everybody.
Yeah, it was cool. It brought you back to some minor league, days, especially being in those facilities. It's kind of cool to play back there again.
So small. I had one of the best views I think I've had covering a game possibly ever. I was so close. It looked different. It was fantastic. Need more of that. Love it. Okay, so then just the strangest of situations, it's just mind-blowing that all happened in one day and there was a game and you just continue on with a road trip. And there have been some challenges on this road trip. I think we all knew when we looked at the schedule. You got good teams on the East Coast. You've got weather on the East Coast. What are some of the things that you have to overcome as a team when you have a trip that is like this? It is the tough teams, it is the tough weather, it is the tough travel.
And it's just part of being a big leaguer. It's part of being a professional, showing up every day, no matter what's going on. Bringing your A game and your best every single day, and that's really all you can do. So, to me, it's just about bringing the edge every single day. You can't lose your edge. You can't lose that feeling. Especially after, good homestand and winning some games. Obviously, you're not going to win every single game, obviously, and that's just unrealistic. But just keeping that edge too, and I think that's really important from both sides of the ball, pitching and hitting. So, looking forward to, getting our guys back and getting a W tonight. So.
You talked about earlier this season a Raleigh family kind of code word or code belief, and it was a win. What's important now? What is important today as the Mariners go into a game 2 in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I mean, we can't, like I said, can't worry about what's already happened. It's done. It's over with. It's flushed. It's coming today, new game. Put your best foot forward. Bring that edge. Try to get a W today. I mean, take it one pitch at a time. We don't need to try to, win the World Series today. We just need to win each pitch. So, win one pitch at a time. That goes for hitters and pitchers as well. Don't worry about trying to put up, 7 scoreless innings. Don't worry about trying to put up 10 runs. Just take it one pitch at a time, and from there, that's how you build wins. So.
Cal, I get asked quite a bit. The starters in particular, their numbers on the road are much different than they are at home. And I think some of it is, well, you had 2 on the IL forever. It's a smaller sample right now. But is there anything that you can put a finger on that perhaps is a little bit tougher for them away from T-Mobile?
Well, I mean, when you pitch in the best pitcher's park in the league, you're obviously going to have better numbers. It's not just us, it's other teams too. Other teams put their best numbers up usually when they pitch at T-Mobile, so it is what it is. I mean, that's just, that's pretty much just normal math. So, we're not really worried about that though. Like you said, we've had some injuries. I think we've seen our guys throw perfectly fine on the road. We've seen our guys give up lots of runs at home. So it's just one of those things where they're gonna have a little more room for error when they're at home, and on the road sometimes you get, a little less. It's just how it is. And teams build pitching around their ballparks, and that's how it can be sometimes. So people with short porches, they usually see a lot more sinker ballers. Try to keep the ball on the ground, limit that damage of getting the ball in the air. And bigger parks, you might be able to get away with some more fly ball pitchers that can get some easier outs. So it's usually what teams do in the league. It's not just us, it's everybody else. They try to limit runs their own way. So since half the games are at your own park. So, it is what it is. Like I said, our guys, they're great. They're awesome. They've been good all year. I'm not worried about them too much.
Hearing it from you, I think everybody should feel pretty good about that. Just a little punch right there. Thank you, Cal. Tonight, Bryce Miller comes back from the IL. Is there a special responsibility in handling a pitcher the first time he comes out, or something that you have to look for a little bit more?
No, he's probably going to be a little juiced. So excited to come back. It's, like I said, and, just taking it one pitch at a time. He doesn't need to go out there and try to get everything back in one pitch, one outing. It's unrealistic. It's about him coming out here, competing, filling up the zone, putting up a few zeros here and there, and then creating that momentum into the next time he pitches.
he's a little extra juiced. I'd look out. He was hitting 97, 98 in AAA. So I hope we are seeing good things. I know he feels good right now, and that's the important thing. All right, the fun thing. This is the talk of baseball right now. How did you get the idea to do this?
Yeah, so, I mean, kind of just came up with it, you know, bounced some ideas off people, obviously our Rawlings rep, and kind of came up with an idea, you know, through AI. You know, you can AI anything now. It's just make a chest protector with baseball cards on it. And, you know, obviously with us playing the Little League World Series, I thought it'd be a cool tribute to put some guys, you know, on there when they were younger. And they did a great job, you know, doing this thing and putting it together. It's kind of amazing they could do that. So,
what's your favorite card?
I don't know. I mean, Luke Raley's is goofy, so he's got his hands way out, far away from him, and you can definitely tell he was posing for that picture. So, I think everybody at some point had to do that kind of cheesy Little League picture for their mom. You know, put on the refrigerator and stuff, so.
He's gonna have some trouble with that stance.
Yeah, I know.
JP, I think we see that look from him. It's just that calm, peaceful JP, and it's right there.
That soft smile from JP.
That soft smile, exactly. Matt Brash looks like he's throwing about 90 there already.
Yeah, it's probably a slider there too, so.
You also like to put, I think, almost little Easter eggs on your equipment. You personalize things, you put names and things like that.
Yeah.
What are some of the personalizations that you're doing currently? Do they change? Do you put different names and whatnot?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, just depending, you know, I've had some, you know, people, you know, in my life, you know, when they need a nice message or want to do a tribute to them or something, then I'll put something on my chest protector. You know, just let them know I'm thinking about them. You know, obviously, you know, people out there, some circumstances are tough. So if we could try to brighten their day a little bit or put a smile on somebody's face, then I try to do it. So
that's outstanding. And usually it's right around the shoulder areas, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Where they can see it.
Yep. Of course, the Rawlings Platinum right there.
Yeah.
You have the dumper on the other one on the inside, the dump truck or something like that?
Yeah, the big dumper.
The big dump truck. Okay, anything I'm missing? Do you have anything?
No, they got the cool Williams sport patch here.
Yep.
The little dumper over there.
Little dumper right there.
The picture of me. So they didn't miss a beat. Rawlings did an unbelievable job. So.
Well, this one's going to be hard to top, but I have a feeling you'll come up with something.
We'll see.
Cal, thank you.
Thank you.